I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss a woman's ass. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason back in the building on the 24th of August. Virgo season has arrived. And we in the building. It is Virgo season.
No, it's not.
Yes, it started yesterday.
Virgo season?
Yes, August 23rd. You're a Virgo, right?
The only day that matters is September 11th, so just mark your calendars. That's my birthday.
Jesus Christ. I hope this isn't a sign for the myopic nature of Virgo. Ladies and gentlemen, Hot Button Radio back in the building with the voice of reason and his crew. It's going to be a crazy, crazy show today.
Man.
Got a nice little topic here. What I'd like to do is introduce the crew. I think Veronica Conway is on her way on the line. But while we're here, let's get Ashonti and Whitney's perspective on today's topic. But let me just introduce. What's up, Ashonti?
Hey, Zoe.
What's happening?
How you doing? That's me. It's cool, though.
Red Panda in the building. And to her immediate left, Whitney Taber. Virgo season up in here. Realionaires. What up?
Yo, what is good, guys? Happy Monday.
So listen, today's topic, like I said, is a crazy one. I want you guys to get to your phone lines, 844-55-1. The number to dial again is 844-55-1. This topic is, we walked in, we had another topic lined up. But somebody was like, man, you got to do a topic on this, and we immediately put it together.
Oh, really?
The adventures of the cougar and the silver fox. A lot of people don't know that, you know, we know women who try to date younger guys are called cougars. But a lot of people didn't know that older men who try to date younger women are called silver foxes.
I've never heard that.
Yeah. So
I've heard it called a trout. Old nigga that dates a young girl is called a trout.
I've never heard that.
I've heard that's the only way I know. And then I made my own term, which is called a manther.
A manther.
Yeah, we're cougars. They're creeping manthers.
So-
That's funny.
Manthosauruses.
All right. The age ain't nothing but a number show. Is that true? Was R. Kelly wrong for trying to get that young Aaliyah box? Excuse me. It's wrong. It's wrong. It was wrong. When is it just outright pedophilia? She was 14, 15. The dude tried to marry her, for Christ's sake. Well, he did marry her, didn't he?
Yeah.
When is it just off limits? I mean, we're gonna research all things cougar and silver fox. Silver fox, the old man. I want to know the numbers, the census. Are there more cougars than there are silver foxes? The cougar, she gets her own TV show, right? I think the silver fox is kind of ridiculed. I don't know. Veronica Conway is on the line. What up, Veronica?
Hey, guys and gals. How are you?
Yeah, we're good today.
What's up?
Hey, VC.
VC, you were telling me that when you got married, you were much younger than your husband, correct?
Yes, I was. I tend to like my men a little seasoned.
A little seasoned. Is seasoned and
Yeah.
ripe the same thing? Like, fermented a little.
I have tended to like my men a little seasoned, and so I've dated older men, but that has its pros and its cons. But yeah, my husband was 18. My ex-husband was 18 years older than me.
Damn.
Big mistake.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big mistake.
Why was that a big mistake? I thought it was good for
Okay.
a young woman to date older.
Can I finish asking the questions?
You could have just simply said it. You didn't have to do it with all that bass in your voice.
Watch this. Exactly. See, when we have engineers who know how we get down, this shit just happens automatic. He said, what's happening? So you want this shit out? She up out of here. If you want her up out of here, she gone. Fucking love that shit, man. He's one of the best. Big ups to Mike. Give yourself a round of applause, Mikey. Yeah. I'm just wondering, do younger women like dating older men? Because 9 times out of 10, older men have their shit together. Do older women like dating younger men? Because they can guarantee they gonna get that D done to them right. Sometimes old men, especially after 40, it's hit or miss with that dick. You say, not this evening. I can't do it this evening. Give me till later on. I get myself an Ensure, a couple of Geritol.
Ensure?
Some
I thought those were those health drinks.
Nah, that's old people shit.
Deal.
They don't get all their nutrients. They just gotta drink the Ensure.
I'm just saying,
Cannot.
you know, a little Geritol shake, and then I'll give you 12 minutes of violent dick pulsating drilling.
Interesting.
So many words in there that I'm like, what?
Right.
I've dated older men, but they don't sound like that, thank God. I mean, I think I would probably jump off a bridge if they did.
Off top.
I'm just asking. I mean, I want to know why it seems like people of the same age are always dating people of either a much older age or a much younger age. And what is the average, right? What is the average age? What's a good age? Like if you're 35 and your woman's 27, is that good? Like a little 6-year, you know? 8.
I mean, that sounds good to me. I like that.
What do you
35
want?
is a good age.
You'll be there shortly.
No, I'm 28. Don't try to make me you. Thank you very much.
This should be right there in a minute. You're
Right.
like, damn it, so I was talking all that.
No, it's cool.
shit.
Black don't crack. It's all good.
I'm just asking.
Mikey, hello? Right.
Mike, you know what to do. When she gets flipping with you, just cut her off. This is how this got to work. So let me ask a couple of questions and get the show rolling. Do you prefer to date outside of your own age group? Older or younger, and why? Get to your phone lines right now, 844-55-1. Is it possible that older men date younger women because of an unspoken fear of losing a female companion till death? I'm going to tell you right now, Quincy Jones told me the coldest shit I had ever heard. I think I told the story before. I accidentally said he was a certain age and he got angry. And, you know, I said, hey, man, you're 77. He was like, God damn it, I'm not 77. And then he went and pulled out a bunch of pictures of these 19-year-old Brazilian girls. And he was like, does that look 77, motherfucker? I said, no, it doesn't. Bitches is naked. They look good.
Yeah, that was super cold.
But, you know.
Burr.
But no, he was like, and then he told me, he said, man, I can't date a woman that's over 35 years old.
Why
I
not?
said, well, shit, you in your 80s. You know? But he said, the only thing a woman that old can do for me is get me ready to die.
Wow.
He said, I'm fucking the youth. So I can stay alive and vibrant and new ideas and concepts and culture.
Smart man, I guess.
Oh, shit. We got to be careful what we tell fucking Red Panda. Anything could happen in that little brain.
Red Panda's gonna roll in here with a 6-year-old, like, meet my nigga, guys.
Yes. Have my teeth.
No, but another interesting experience around age was Miles Davis. Now, Miles Davis was well in his 40s when he got married to a younger 20-something. And she was like, nigga, that jazz shit is corny. Get your old ass out of here blowing on horns and shit. The fuck? You know, ain't nobody listening to that smoky room shit. But she was, at the time, the music that was hip was Sly and the Family Stone. It was the funk. And so she started bringing him around those kinds of musicians. And Miles Davis and his Gemini excellence was like, I can play your music, but you niggas can't play mine. You guys are talented, but you're not really proficient as musicians. And so they were like, listen, man, you too fucking heavy, dude. Have some coke, man. You know, that kind of shit. And Miles was like, no, seriously. I can play your style of music, but you can't play mine. That means you're not a proficient musician. But he started to teach those guys and share with those guys. And from that sharing, he came up with a concept or an album called Bitches Brew, where he started to mix jazz and funk and rock and all types of shit. And this is how you get fusion. So if Miles Davis never fucks with that young girl, we never get Kenny G.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Ain't no motherfucking Kenny G without fusion jazz. Kenny G ain't playing no motherfucking real jazz. That's some old...
Wow.
That's not real jazz. Am I bullshitting, Veronica? Is Kenny G playing real jazz?
My mom loved Kenny G.
It's called soft. I've gone on that, like a soft jazz cruise. Oh, my God. Scary.
It sounds like just a gang of limp dicks. It's the soft jazz crew.
Yeah, it's like, oh, my God. I come from hard. My mom's a hardcore. My mom knew Miles Davis. My mom actually dated Dizzy Gillespie when he was alive.
Now, see, here we go.
Yeah, my mom's a hardcore jazz person. So I'm a little snobby about it. Sorry, Ashonti.
Fair enough.
Somebody called it neutered jazz.
Kenny G is neutered jazz?
That's not real jazz. It's like contemporary. It's soft. It's smooth.
Who's real jazz?
Miles Davis, Dizzy Gillespie, Coltrane, Charlie Parker,
Okay.
Chick Corea. I mean, Herbie Hancock. You want to keep going?
No, fair enough.
Okay, Jesus. Then fucking Kenny G is soft jazz, goddammit.
Fair enough.
All this damn argumentation, I don't like it.
When I think of Kenny G, I think of like my mom and her crew. Just
That's
like
because you're 7 years old. You don't
just
experience
you're
shit.
80, I'm 7.
Listen, ladies, thank you for the quick response on the nigritude on the microphone. Now, ladies, do you feel sex is better with an older man or a younger man? A lot of these cougars want young Billy Club. They want young Billy Club.
I like older men. There's this one time this
Yeah,
older
bet you
guy,
do, girl.
like little tears popped out of my eye. The way he put that pillow under my back and just like propped me up with such care. That nigga got it.
Yeah.
Tears.
You got to angle
Real
the
life.
pussy, man. If you want to get all the way to the bottom, you got to angle it.
That's right. That's like old nigga shit. That thug loving where he wraps his arm around.
So what I want to know is, call me and let me know the oldest person you've dated and the youngest person you've dated. Only the most interesting folk will get on the line. Call to action right now. 844-55-1. If you want to be the first person to bring your city in the building, now's the time to do it. Today's topic: an investigation into old cooter and withered schlong.
Oh my gosh. Exactly. Ew.
Yes. Oh, gross. Hilarious.
I'm
Shit's
just
getting
saying.
weird, man.
Who is the baddest cougar in the game right now?
Vivica A. Fox.
J-Lo.
J-Lo.
Vivica's face is like
Struggle. Almost.
struggle face going on.
She's trying to get off.
Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett.
She got a young dude though. I feel like she probably old with some.
She was
old
dating
nigga.
50 Cent. Wasn't she?
That's okay. Turn her mic off, because this nigga, she gonna misinform the world. She was dating Elmo, wasn't she? No, that's Vivica.
That was Vivica A. Fox. Yeah.
There we go.
I was like, damn.
And this is the
Nigga,
reporter.
why are you trying to kill me? I got that wrong.
You're the reporter of the crew.
My bad.
Jesus. This motherfucker work for Fox News. Just reporting all types of wild shit. I want to know. I think right now, I would say J-Lo is the baddest cougar in the game right now.
And she pulls the quality young niggas. Like, you can't just take any young nigga. Like, you can't be winning. She pulls them.
What about that old ass dude she was dating?
Well,
though?
you wait a minute. You
I
can't.
think she was the happiest with him, right?
Oh, you can't leave out.
Oh, Mark Anthony.
Yeah.
No,
Mark
you can't
Anthony.
leave out what's her name now.
Who?
She's notoriously crazy.
Who? Mariah Carey.
No, the other one. No, Whitney's
Whitney
dead.
Houston is
R.I.P.
dead.
cuz. Chill.
Right, nigga.
Got me
Don't bring Whitney into this.
I'm talking about Catwoman. Y'all know her?
Holly Berry.
Halle Berry.
Is he young?
Holly Berry's young. No,
Like, nigga,
she's
married.
old.
Okay, cut their mics off. Because I don't know who they are today. They just throwing shit out there that don't nobody know what they talking about. Halle Berry. What is she, like 48? Something like that? But she's still bad than a mug. How many of you out there would holla at Halle Berry right now, brothers? My hands are... Shit, Whitney's hands ain't up. Why ain't your hands up, Whitney?
I don't like bitches.
You mean women?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not fucking no girls. I don't give a shit if you're Holly Berry. I'm sorry.
You mean to tell me if Halle said, Whitney, just let my old mouth sip from your young fountain?
No, she probably got
Ew.
no. Keep your old crusty ass lips away from me. No offense. You look good, girl. You look good. I hope I look like you when I'm older, but I'm cool. Strictly addictly over here, player.
We could like play with each other's boobies, you know.
But you girls do that all the time anyway.
Exactly. I would like motorboat Hallie.
I don't want to play with her saggy ass titties either.
Serious right now, Ashonti.
Ashonti's wild right now. Like, a lot of people don't really know the real
Being
Ashanti.
honest.
She's fucking crazy. I just want to know. Call me right now with your cougar fantasy.
844-55-1.
My cougar fantasy? Definitely Halle Berry and Angela Bassett and...
You can't have that many.
And... What's my Puerto Rican babe we was just talking about?
J-Lo.
J-Lo. Who else? Who
Demi.
else?
Maybe you like Demi.
Demi got them fucking softball titties. That just titties is 2 weeks old and she's 74 weeks old. It just no. You can't be old and your titties be young.
My silver fox is George Clooney. Yum.
Yeah, he's
And
amazing.
Denzel. What, you mad?
I'm just saying she was a little too happy. I wanted to cut that off. I wanted to cut the happiness in mid flow. Now bring her back.
Don't hate Zoe.
I think I'm like a wild fox right now because I'm not fucking any old niggas. I'm cool off all you old niggas, but you young cats, I will be on the prowl.
If you had to choose an old nigga, which one?
Yeah,
Jesus.
There's some sexy
where
silver foxes. George Clooney's got that sexy gray thing going on.
somebody tweet me a cute, hot, young, old nigga. I guess.
I don't
No,
know.
Whitney, seriously.
I'm being real.
Give
You
it a
don't know
thought.
one.
I'm trying to think. Okay, old niggas.
Is Will Smith considered a silver fox? Because he's
Nah.
strong.
Yeah.
He ain't old yet.
He can
Listen,
get hooked.
when Will stops dyeing his hair, you'll see he's all gray.
And that's cool.
His hair is gray, his beard is gray, everything's gray.
What age is Silver Fox land?
That's a
'Cause
good question.
I need to know where the age cutoff is because I already like silver hair.
I don't know
So
if that.
you know what I'm saying? Like
I know an Asian
I got
nigga that's like
homeboys-
20 with silver
Yeah,
hair.
I got homeboys that are 25 with silver and dark hair. I think it's a cool look. But I'm saying, what is the old nigga level? Like
Zoe?
Again, a silver fox is called a silver fox because of the gray.
yeah.
It's indicative that he's old. I would say 45, 46.
Where your silver at?
47. It's all in my goatee. Most of my silver is my goatee is almost completely silver.
Ew.
All right? Almost completely silver.
I need somebody to tweet me. Where's our lady followers? Tweet me some old hot silver foxes so I can have some sort. I don't be looking for them, so I don't even know.
Let me ask this question. Is the concept of age being just a number a reality, or is that some bullshit, right? Age is not a number. or love and all of that shit, a person that's younger than you could have the capacity, the emotional capacity to really, really love deeply. I'm starting to believe that's some bullshit. I think you need some level of emotional maturity. Now, I will say emotional maturity is not contingent upon chronological age, right? A motherfucker 6 years old could still be an immature, childish little motherfucker.
You ain't never lied.
And then a motherfucker around 20 could have the emotional maturity and awareness to kind of understand what the hell is going on, probably more so than some elderly people. But how is it developed? Who develops it? And when you get in a relationship, that shit is a crapshoot. What do you guys think of that? 844-55-1. When it comes to love, do you believe that age is just a number? Call us with your story.
I got one for Whit. What about Idris?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I'm on my chocolate phase right now, too. So, yeah, he can get on.
Idris. Did you guys see that shower picture of Idris?
Nope, tweet that. Send it.
Lord have mercy.
Girl.
So we know the women will love Idris. They will love...
Oh, he's so fine.
They will love Denzel.
Oh, God.
Nah, Denzel's kind of...
Denzel got them granola lips sometimes. That nigga always chewing on some shit.
He's too...
But he's fine.
Nah.
He got that little gimp walk. That's kind of sexy.
No, I don't want to help you across the crosswalk, old nigga. Like, I'm cool. Idris is still, like, buff and stuff, looking... I feel like, nah.
That man's so fine. You guys didn't even mention Jada. Zoe.
Hey, listen.
You guys aren't fucking with Jada Pinkett?
Have you seen Jada's mama? Anybody that's
She's
following
fine.
me on Twitter right now, tweet a picture of Jada's mother
She looks so youthful.
coming out the goddamn ocean.
Ooh.
Let me tell you
let me
something.
find that.
Let me tell you something. I'd bring a colostomy bag full of KY jelly to keep that.
You're a disgusting person.
That's funny as hell.
Garcelle Bouvier, she's beautiful, man.
Yo, what about
I want to know.
844-55-1.
We have a caller on the line right now. Let's get to him right now. Line 3. We have Prince from the Bronx. What up, man?
Prince is a good one.
Yo, what up?
Hey, Prince.
What's happening, fam?
Ain't guys. I just want to say two quick things. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said you're allowed to date a girl half your age plus 7.
Yep. I remember that.
Right? Remember that. And then my girl's 23.
how old are you?
And I'm 40.
Oh, snap.
Oh. Do you
Okay,
guys...
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, do you guys find that you have a lot in common? Or do you find that you're kind of like raising her a little bit?
Nah, we both conscious, though. We both got knowledge of self, so we both on the same page most of the time.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Who's the most mature of the two of you? Her or you?
I think I am. I am definitely the most mature.
Is that why you chose her?
Right.
Do you have any children?
I don't know.
How do your children feel about, or if you have children, how do your children feel about you dating somebody that far of the age gap?
They never discussed that with me. They don't even, I don't think they ever, we went out on a family. She has a daughter that's 5. My son is 13. And we all went out on a family. Even her moms came along and her mom's kids. And it was all good.
Wow.
Interesting.
Hey, man, I appreciate the call, Prince. You just brought the Bronx into the voice of reason. If you want to bring your city into the building, please call us at 844-55-1. Man, I appreciate it. Very interesting stuff.
That's a big age gap.
Let me ask the question.
Okay.
Do the majority of younger women, do they date older men for the wisdom in their head or the cash in their wallets?
Younger women?
844-55-1 is the number to dial. Ladies?
It's all about the Benjamins, baby. I feel like these...
They did it for Jada's mama.
Jada's mom?
Jada's mom is gorgeous. Look at them abs.
Look at that upside down pyramid
Okay,
right
he's
there.
zooming in on her.
Unzoom. We not tripping about
They're
that.
so perverted.
Pull up that shower picture of Idris.
Ooh,
Zoe.
yeah.
We will not
We will
pull
That
up.
zoom.
long schlong with your hating ass.
Oh, my...
Wow, I
Dude,
gotta
I
hate.
think...
I'm in the long schlong secret society of Billy Club Whackers.
Stop talking about
Billy Club Whackers, dude.
I can't cut my mic. Cut myself off.
When I was
I can't hear
younger,
it. Cut my ears.
it was about the money if I'm dating an older guy.
That's what I'm saying. Is
Because when it got like down to it and it was going to be something sexual, like when I was younger, I would get like scared. Like, I'm not ready for this. I just had fun in the mall.
Gross, stretchy ass skin, nasty balls, having ass dude.
Right.
You're only literally. I feel like younger women probably. I don't know, a lot of the daddy issue bull. I have heard a lot of girls say, well, I didn't have a father. And I think it's bullshit. I think you're just lazy and you don't want to take care of yourself. So you're having this old nigga take care of you. Boom.
Do you guys think, say, I'm going to Veronica first. Mm-hmm. Do you guys think a good age is 45-year-old man, 30-year-old woman? What do you think? That 15-year gap right there. 45-year-old man, 30-year-old woman.
That sounds good. Go ahead, VC.
I mean, I think that's decent. I mean, the reason, I think that's a decent age gap. I think that the reason that I've dated, I think two things. I think I definitely had daddy issues because I was raised without a father, so I didn't have a protector and a provider. And so I think when a nice guy came along, I made the mistake of thinking that he would, and also older men seem wiser, right? They seem wiser. It's not always the case that seasoning means wisening, but I think that a lot of times, men search for younger women because sometimes they don't want a challenge intellectually. Mm-hmm. They don't want the back intellectually that they perceive that an older woman's going to bring, right? They want to be free to sort of be free and be in their maximum power and not be challenged a lot. So I think that you see a lot of, especially like in Hollywood, there's a huge age gap that happens. So
Wow.
That's a good point.
Wow, that's great. Listen, we got to take a quick break, but when we come back, the phone lines are wide open. We want to hear from everybody. We got callers on, but we still have a few lines open. Get to your phone lines, 844-55-1. We're talking about The Cougar and the Silver Fox, a show that's delving deeper into dating older or younger. This is going to be crazy. We'll be back in 2.2. Hey, this is Zoe Williams, and you're listening to The Voice of Reason on Hot Button Radio. Yo, we back in the building. Today is the Cougar Show. Age ain't nothing but a number. How big a gap is too big a gap? Before you lose, it's real easy to just not to be unaware culturally, right? Like in a crazy way. Like what kills me is, have you heard of, we got Run DMC playing right now. I know Run DMC. This is from the Raising Hell album. Most kids have never heard this song unless they've heard the sample of it in Jay-Z. Jay-Z did the little sample of this. Who else did a sample of it? E40 with, what's that, Go Dumb Hyphy record?
Yeah, that's my shit.
Right? But they've never heard this record. So with the younger kids, there's almost like a disconnect culturally. And they just live in their time. They live in their generation, right? And I mean, it's not their fault. I mean, it's like that with most kids of the now generation. And hip hop, well, then again, I can't say that because at least hip hop was going back, digging in the crates. We rediscovered Sly and the Family Stone. We rediscovered James Brown while we were sampling them, making hip hop music. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's very interesting when we talk about that cultural gap between, an older man and a younger woman, or an older woman and a younger man. Do older women like to teach their younger men? Do they like to be their sex tutors? Let me show you how to move. Let me show you how to rock the boat, youngin'. Marcas. I'm just saying. Is that what it is? Whitney, what do you think?
For myself personally, yeah, a lot of these look, I ain't gonna lie. The youngest I pulled, 19. Right? I was 28. He was 19. Feeling good about it. I'm feeling real good about it. The oldest, I think it was last year, and he was 38 and a billionaire at that. So he was a 38 billionaire, and I was like, yeah, it ain't there. 19, he cool, but
Did he put that thing on you?
That's
the
my thing. See,
19-year-old?
okay, we're going in. I'm going in. I don't care. My thing is the 19-year-old. He was cool, but I was just kind of like, you're trying too hard, bro. Like, you need to chill the fuck out. You need to calm down. But my homegirl was like, but nigga, he's young, so you can teach him what you want. And I'm like, oh, I'm with that. But yeah,
So that's something interesting. Do you think people date older and younger as a means of gaining more control in the relationship dynamic?
I mean, some people might, if that's what they're trying to do. Me personally, no, I don't want to have to teach you. I would love for you to just already know what you're supposed to be doing. But if I need to help you out, I'm not going to deny, man.
You got him.
I got you. I'm going to help you out.
Okay. Ashanti?
See, I've dated younger men, but I'm like completely out of the business of teaching niggas how to act. So I really don't prefer younger. But in terms of older, I had this before the break. I determine if you're too old by how old our kid will be when they're like 5.
But I think part of
nigga, if you're going to be like 55, 60 when our son is 5, it's not cool.
I think that's dumb.
You need to be able to run around. Why do you think it's dumb? Because that eliminates you?
No, not at all.
That's a decent point.
off-
I don't want my son's dad to be grandpa when he's trying out for the football league. I want him to be able to get out there with him.
Family, women, and children, to me, equal debt.
Debt?
Yes, debt. I have 3 children. I'm in enough debt. Like, the motherfucker come to me, well, you'll be 60. I'll be dead. How about it?
Exactly. I don't want a guy that's too old.
You have a baby by me, you're a single mother automatically. I'm checking out.
I cannot.
Wow, that sounds so tempting. That sounds so tempting.
Hey, at least he's honest, right?
I would love to sign up for welfare, so
Veronica?
let's get it in.
I like that.
Veronica, bring some clarity to this because we're all over the place today. Talk to me. Do you think it's about control?
Yes.
Thank you. Speak to it.
I think a lot of. I've dated older men. I've tended to date older alphas. I'm dating someone that's 12 years my junior right now, which is quite delicious. And but I've dated typically 15 to 18 years my senior, and they're hyper alpha males. And believe me, there's no loss of virility at an older age, but there is a bit of a. I think when a man is seasoned and he's really accomplished some stuff, he's like a category of 1 in his space. I think he wants to experience, youth and vibrance and curiosity and a lack of baggage and somebody who's not going to challenge him. I think that there's a bit of that. There's a bit of a need for control that can happen when you're talking about sort of older, younger dynamics.
Good shit. Are you dating a man or woman that is the same age as your children?
Ooh.
If so, how do they feel about it? Wow. Can you imagine you have a 25-year-old kid and you're dating a 25-year-old kid and they're like, hi, Johnny, I'm your new stepmom. I remember you, Johnny. We were in 6th grade together.
That's weird.
Wow. That's whack, right? Do you think younger women mistake old men or old man rigidity for consistency and stability? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A wiser older woman would say, nigga, you just stubborn. You're obstinate. But a younger girl who may not know may classify that as stability.
Yeah, he's got his shit together,
Consistency. 844-55-1. Listen, we're going to the phone lines right now. They're off the chart. Let's do it. We're going back to New York, line 4. Monkey Bone up in this piece.
Interesting.
Oh, what's good?
What up, fam? Talk to me, man.
The age thing, I think they should just cut the age limits from as soon as you hit the age of 20. Because the oldest woman I dated, she was about 41, 42.
Really?
It changed my life, my nigga.
Ooh.
How? Tell me.
She was the first woman I ever throat destroyed. She was the first woman I ever throat destroyed or caught the seizure face with.
Throat destroy?
These are terms I'm
I'm sorry,
learning.
that sounds very aggressive. Can you clarify?
Does she have vocal cords in it? Throat destroyed. That's
That sounds painful.
You did what to her? What?
Ever, my G. Ever. She was the first I ever. I usually see how you get girls to moan. I thought I was a Super Saiyan because the look on her face, an older woman, I thought I was just. I thought I was a part of her because older woman like that connection shit. I just learned that like 2 years ago.
Wow.
They like to touch and rub. They want you to bite their neck. I never knew that was a part of sex until I went out with her. Shout out to Angela. I love you, mama.
She turned that boy out.
Turn that little ass up.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. And this is why, thanks for the call, brother. Thanks for the call. Hey, anytime you want to call in, you can call back 844-55-1. This is why I think it's an immature notion to think, oh, well, I'm not going to raise no nigga.
No, man.
There's benefits to tutoring. Can you speak to I remember I got tutored. Let me just say this.
Oh, God.
I was 23. And the age difference wasn't a lot. But I was 23 at the time. And the young lady, at the time, she was a Laker girl. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I won't say her name. But at the time, I met her. She was like 27, 28. And I met her and she was on some old real cocky shit. Like, oh, you little boy, you can't do anything. So I took it personal. Like, I'm going to smash you. That's what's going to happen. I'm not the average 23-year-old. So you're about to catch straight Billy Club beatdown. You're about to get the Rodney King special. So we got close. We got tight. And, she let me in. And boy, for the next 4-5 years, it was work. It was work. But at the same time, I recognized the difference between our maturity levels. Me and this girl's dad, rest in peace, he passed. Me and this girl's dad got tight as fuck. Because when she brought me around the fam, I went straight to the family library and was like looking through their books. And her dad was like, okay, nigga, you ain't no regular nigga. Come here. Let me holler at you. And he said the coldest shit I'd ever heard. He was like, now I know you just here fucking my daughter. I know what this is. He said the girl is watching goddamn Disney cartoons, for Christ's sake. Your ass went in there and looked at them goddamn books. Fuck you on. And then we started talking, and he was like, this young little nigga is brilliant. So he can't be fucking with her for her mind. He knew right off the top. It's fucked up, but he kept it as real to them up. He just, you here for the pussy. I already know why you here. Because she be in there watching goddamn Disney cartoons. The girl got every cartoon. But he knew the difference in maturity level. He knew, like, I wasn't on no young kid shit to the point I had a bookstore at the time in Pasadena. The dude would come to my lectures every Sunday. And he would be in there like, yeah, man, this young kid you the next Malcolm X, man. I'm telling you, I seen it. You that dude. And he knew that he said, whatever happens to you and my daughter, I mean, that shit don't even mean nothing. I'm just glad I met you.
That's a fucked up ass dad.
Why? Because he kept it real?
Because he's basically saying that his daughter ain't shit. Why you with her?
He didn't say she wasn't shit. He just knew the difference in the maturity level. He was like, she ain't gonna be able to understand what the fuck you doing.
She was older.
His thing was, she ain't in here with me on Sundays. I'm here. Because I know what the fuck you is. She don't. I can't force her to know what you is. And he said just like that. What you is. And so what was awesome about it too was I got the pussy with her. She had the little back house. Right? She wasn't in the crib. She was in the back house.
Daddy gave her a back house.
That was all laid out very nicely. Very quiet fucking going on back there. I could be loud. Nobody could hear anything. I got Laker tickets and pussy. And then me and Pops, I was getting wisdom from Pops. That shit was the win-win get down.
So what happened?
She went on about her business. I know what happened. I kind of broke her heart. It was kind of whack, though.
See, that's why I don't like dating younger men, because you put all that shit into
No, I went
them.
on and I don't want to really put it out there because it's really her personal kind of thing. Because if I say what happened, then you'll understand why her heart was broken. It wasn't like I was a bad dude to her. No, something else happened that...
You put everybody else's business out there.
I already know what happened.
What happened?
Probably knocked her
Tell
up,
them what.
and she just didn't want to go through.
No, wasn't no knocking up.
I'm just saying. What happened? No, nigga, get the fuck out of my face.
That is a hickey. Yeah, she does have a hickey. Whitney, one of your little young boyfriends, the 19-year-old.
Y'all mad?
You mad or not?
Y'all mad because I pulled a 19-year-old nigga?
Oh, you fucking monkey.
And this is definitely not a hickey. I have fucking eczema, bitches.
No, I'm just saying that was my experience. I had another experience. Now, that was one. I think I've only had like two where I've been out of age. Normally, the girls I date are either 3 to 4 years older or maybe 6 years younger, normally. Man, when I was 34, about 10 years ago, I dated the youngest girl ever that I had ever dated. She was just a few months from 20. So she was 19 at the time. When I tell you, nigga, I felt like a coach on the basketball team, fucking one of the players. I was all at the dorm smashing. I felt bad. Like I had the goatee and the basketball shorts, and I just came in like a coach hitting that ass. It was wonderful, but bad at the same time. I mean, I'm telling my business. What's y'all business?
Are we allowed to talk?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wait a minute. Do that. Yeah, Whitney, what's your experience?
With what? What are we talking about?
Yeah, you're a little, we just got your ass off the mic, punk.
Oh, that's fine.
Now,
dang.
Back to Whitney.
Yes.
I'm very interested in what you have to say about today's topic. Would you date a young millionaire, somebody like Tyga?
Who? Tyga?
Chris Brown.
I mean,
you wouldn't date and marry a Chris Brown?
I mean, no, probably not. Like, money don't mean shit to me, though. Let's just be 1,000. Like I said earlier, the oldest person I'd ever been with was a 38-year-old billionaire, and he was on it, but I wasn't with it. I'm cool. I'll hang out with the broke 19-year-old. He isn't broke either, but I ain't with it. So I'm not about the money. I can make my own fucking money. I don't give a shit if you're a millionaire, but I have a young soul. I feel like I'm about to turn 29 in a couple weeks. I have a young spirit, so I feel like I vibe better. Like I just met a 22-year-old that I'm super into intellectually. He don't even live in this country. We vibe so well, and he's 22, and I kind of tried to psych myself out like, hey, yeah, I am older than him, so he's probably like just doing the most, when realistically, nah, age doesn't mean shit. I know a lot of dumbass 38-year-olds who think they're the shit because they got money or they have lived their lives. But realistically...
Veronica, let me ask Veronica.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. What's the youngest you would date? Right now.
Well, right now, the youngest I am dating is 12 years younger, and that is perfect. But he's very, very, very wise. I mean, I keep going, how do you know this shit? Like, how do you know? He's so, so, so wise. So, that's probably about that's the youngest I've dated, 12 years younger.
Let me just
and
say,
I'm enjoying it immensely.
Let me ask this so I could get a better understanding. The wiser, the better, regardless of age. So say the kid is 19, 18, as wise as the fucking Buddha. Would you give the Buddha some booty?
Would I?
Yes.
I mean, I might, but I'm content. I'm really happy. But I think its wisdom is so important. In other words, part of when Ashonti was talking about, you have to raise that younger person, I think it's really important to, if you're going to teach, well, there's a couple of things. There's a couple of rules I think about like dating much younger people. And I wish that my ex-husband knew this. If you're going to date somebody younger, they're like campgrounds. Leave them in better shape than you found them. In other words, don't come in and be an old-ass motherfucker and then, like, come in and wreck somebody's life with your dysfunctions, right? Like, that's just completely irresponsible, and it breaks the code of, like, older, younger dating. Like, leave them in better shape than you found them, right? So that would be sort of the first rule. But I think that wisdom is so important because if you're really going to be dealing with somebody, they have to have enough complexity to be able to match and pace with you in terms of what you're doing in your life. If they're just sitting there watching you like and eating popcorn like you're the fucking show, that's no way to form a relationship. There has to be some ability to interdepend and interact. So I think I think wisdom is really important.
So
if you're wise, I'll mess with you. If you're really super wise.
Let me ask this though, to the entire panel. Wisdom, okay, that's a prerequisite. But if you're wise and you're young, somebody told me that wisdom comes from experience. And when you're young, you just lack the experience. So that just means if you're young, you lack the wisdom to be able to make those kind of informed decisions? Or is there something to this old soul shit? Ashonti?
It's old soul shit. Yeah.
Are you asking me what are you asking?
I'm saying in terms of like why or if the criteria, what would it be if you would date a young kid? Like he's 18, but he's wise than a motherfucker.
Yeah, mine is based on experience. Like, for example, I don't want to be someone's like first girlfriend. You know what I mean? I want you to have a couple girlfriends under your belt because I know that women can sometimes be a little quirky. So I don't want you to think that I'm out of the ordinary just for being a woman. Like, I want you to have at least 2 relationships under your belt.
I'm completely opposite. I'm cool with being your first girlfriend because that means I can literally teach you, or we can teach each other exactly how we want our relationship to be. Not, oh, well, my ex-girlfriend used to do this, so that's fucked up. And, oh, she's like nah. If I'm your first girlfriend, cool. Let's vibe and mold. Fuck what everybody else says. Who cares what society says is the right way to be in a relationship? Nah, if me and you vibe on this level and that's what we want, then cool. Like, that's how I look at it.
Yeah, I'm the opposite on that one.
Somebody said Veronica would smash the golden child because he's wise.
Interesting couple.
Yo, let's get to the phone lines. Let's go all the way down south to Alabama, Birmingham. Line 3, Larry, you're on the line. Tell us about your story.
What's up, Zoe?
What's up, fam?
Now, I look at it this way. I'm 35. I'm single, no kids. And I look at, like, the biological standpoint. Like, it's now, like, one of the ladies in your panel, she, with a 19-year-old guy, but still she's at childbearing age, so I can see how they can get serious. And see, me, the women I date are like 20, 21, 25, but I don't date too much older than 26. Because I still want to have kids. But in essence, like the women that I date that are my age and older, they have more wisdom, more experience, and it's like I love it, but I want to have kids. And in most cases, they've already had their kids two-side and done it. So that's what's kind of getting me right now. I need help with that.
Veronica, you want to deal with his issue?
I mean, isn't there some? I mean, I think you've got to hold out for what you really want. I think you've got to, I don't. First of all, I think that childbearing. I mean, I was the youngest. I had my kids young compared to my peers in school, right? A lot of my peers are having babies in their 40s right now. So I think that you have to get your perfect match in terms of what it is that you really find that you want. And so if it's some wisdom and maybe a little bit older, then I don't know. I think you can do child change.
Yeah, I'm really thinking. So it's like I got to have that wisdom because I want my children to be smart as well. So it means a lot because it's like even from a sexual experience. I mean, the younger women that I've been with, they wasn't all that great in bed, but the ones that are my age, just like awesome. Or older, I'm like amazing everything. But that's not, my experience. So I'm in a fix to a point.
Hey, man, we appreciate the call, man. Thanks. Look,
All right.
I want you guys to go to this website, www.gocougar.com or cougarinternational.com or cougared.com or datacougar.com. I mean, they're shit.
Or sugarbaby.com.
Sugardaddyforme.com.
But that's for women.
Or sugarbabe or sugardaddyBabes.com.
What?
My cousin pulled an old rich bitch off of that site.
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole it's like a whole underground industry of this little this activity going down. I mean, they're having conferences and shit and pageants and
Old nigga pageants?
old women pageants too.
No. I want to cover one of those. We're live here at the old nigga pageant.
You know what? And I'd like to really see like one of these websites go up that's like match.com or chemistry.com. You know, maybe these cougar.com sites are like that where there's
a commercial.
You go on and it's like, look, man, I got false teeth. They come out.
I mean, that could be a good
I will
thing.
vacuum your hose. A lot of times the cougars, can I say this in love? Let me say this in love.
Say it.
A lot of times the cougars' knowledge of women in general gives them an advantage in the dating world. Because if you listen to what they say, they actually tell you what the fuck is going on with younger women. Mm-hmm. They'll say, he comes fucking with me because she talks too much. She's too argumentative. She's too aggressive. She's too combative. She's too this and that. She got too much drama. She's got too much of this. I'm already set. Everything, my life is settled. And when he comes here, all it's about is me being okay with catering to a man. He doesn't have to compete with me. He doesn't have to get the one-upsmanship. All that shit is done. He comes here, I make a mistake, I suck him off, I give him the cooter, and we're good. But sometimes the young, I hear this a lot in broken women. Because broken women concede in relationships more than you think. And it's like when they were young, it was like, I can never go for that. I ain't gonna never do this and that. And then when they get old after 15 years of I ain't gonna never be like this and that, then they recognize the options are a little bit more limited. Am I bullshitting, Veronica?
That makes sense.
No, it's true. I mean, you're right. I mean, I think that it's true. As women get older and they get more seasoned, I think that they even out in terms of. I just think they just chill out. They just, it's just, with wisdom and with age and with experience comes sort of knowing the nature of men and how they function, knowing which battles to fight and which not to fight. When you get the long view, like everything isn't so urgent in the moment. Like every fight it's not so important to win that fight in the moment. So I think you just kind of get the long view as you get older. So yeah, I think older women have game dialed in a lot more powerfully than. That's just time. That just comes with time and age and experience.
My thing is it kind of like a cop-out for young men to just be like, you know what, I'm tired of trying, so let me just I just need a new mama, so let me just have her take care of me. Like, I feel like is that beta male mentality?
But if you say beta male, you'd also have to say beta female. Because the same thing applies.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying. I like dudes, so I'm just referring to the men. For me, it's like, okay, I don't have to even try with this old chick because she ain't got no option. So I'm just gonna settle for this old rich bitch and live like a king, even though I haven't done shit with myself.
I think that's an option. I think for a lot of guys, that's an option.
Like retirement plan.
That's like a gigolo.
Yeah,
it's like a gigolo. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna put this thing on you. I'm gonna be in the guest room.
It's like escorts.
With a bowl of Rice Krispies when you need me next. It happens.
And you guys, and men are okay with that though. Like that's my thing that's weird to me is like, you're okay with that? You're okay with just being...
I don't think men are okay
with that. Guys are
more
simple.
No, I don't think men are okay with that. I mean, you're speaking of men Absolutely. In general, there would be men that would like that, but most men are enterprising.
Yeah.
Most men are want to stand on their own and build their own. Of course, there are a faction of men out there that are weak-hearted and weak-spined that want to live that kind of life. But for the most part, most men are enterprising and want to create their own shit. They're not just going to be like, yeah, I'm cool and I'm going to live up in here and hang out on old tits. No, that's not going to work.
I have so many homeboys who have sugar mamas. Like, it's crazy. Like legit.
Are they young?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, they're like 30. He was like, that was the best time of my life, he said. He had this old lady that just wanted...
Maybe that was the only time he was actually treated like a man by a woman.
Oh.
A lot of young girls don't know how to treat a man, and old women do.
Dang.
That might be the best time of his fucking life. Line 5.
I don't think his girlfriend liked it, though.
Probably didn't.
I'm just over here waiting
Line
to
5.
be pointed at.
Don't worry, he gonna come on. Is he gone?
Just like it be interrupted.
P. Williams, line 5.
P. Williams.
That's what he said.
P.D. Pop.
Or P. Millions.
Plenty Mills. P. Mills.
From Harlem.
Harlem or nah.
Okay, nah. Let's go to South Carolina, line 4.
Jefe? El Jefe?
Yeah, or Jeff.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Line 4. Jeff, you're on the line.
They're scared.
Or was it really Jeff? I don't know. Could have been somebody else. Anyway, phone lines are open. 844-55-1. Ashonti had a point to make. Ashonti?
I forgot it.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to break. And when we come back, we'll deal with the rest of the topic.
Word.
Hey, this is Zoe Williams, and you're listening to The Voice of Reason on Hot Button Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, The Voice of Reason has returned. Today's topic, the adventures of the cougar and the silver fox. The age ain't nothing but a number show. Somebody asked me a very difficult question. I don't know if I want to ask it. Somebody said, which vagina has the most damage done to it? What is that question? Who would ask such a thing? Maybe Dick in her jaw sent us that question. What's the question? Yeah, turn Chris's mic on.
So, the question was who has the most vaginal wear and tear? The cougar or the young chick? The kitten?
I mean, it's crude. It's a very crude question. But you do have some people who prefer the young tight or the older experience, right? The older the woman is, I guess the notion is that she's more experienced, right? I think that's a strange question to ask, but...
There's a lot of more variety. In other words, when I got married, like, I shut it down with just my husband for, 15 years, right? So it's not that it's necessarily more variety. It just could be that you're experiencing one man, one person to engage with. So sometimes if young women are wild and they're plowing through a lot of men, they can actually get more mileage just because they have more partners.
Wow. That's crazy. Do you think all of your wild days happen when you're young and you have all your multiple partners, and then as you get older, you kind of just slow down?
Nope. Disagreeing. Because I was super prude. High school, I literally married the third person I'd ever slept with, and then didn't fall through. And I mean, I'm still not running through them now, but I'm now experiencing. I'm as I got older, I realized that sex isn't as, I can't, I basically was just like, it's just sex. So, for a couple years, I was just like, you know what, let me enjoy this. And now I'm kind of like, okay, I'm cool. Let me get back to some, I was just learning different types of sex. I have to know mentally, just fucking is boring to me. Now I know who I am and how I'm going to get off, so.
Do you think being a cougar or is there a difference between a cougar and a MILF? Does anybody know the difference between that? Ashonti?
The difference between a cougar and a MILF.
There was a debate.
There was a girl in the lounge that was saying MILFs categorize themselves as cougars, and we look at them as MILFs. Right?
What does MILF stand for again?
Mother I'd love to fuck.
Oh, so a cougar doesn't necessarily have to be a mom.
Yeah.
Got it. There's the difference.
That's the difference.
Versus someone who dates 15 years younger than her.
Right.
Wow. That's interesting. Is there a cougar or is there a MILF out there that is highly sought? I think Jill Scott's a MILF then, right? She would be a MILF. Nia Long is a MILF.
I didn't know any of these bitches had kids. I had no idea that any of these two had kids.
Wow. Listen, I want to know your story. Who did you date that was too young for you in your mind? Jeez. A lot of people probably wouldn't. You, Chris, what did you do?
He made a face.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so this was back in high school. Well, I was getting ready to graduate, but I met this chick at this summer college program. And so, we met, and I thought she was like my age. I was like 17, 18, and come to find out,
what did you do?
I called her house one time. My mom picked up the phone. So she asked me how old I was. I'm like, yeah, I'm 17.
This is about to be bad.
Yeah, she was 13.
Whoa.
Damn.
Whoa.
Yeah. So from that point,
you going to jail, Chris?
I cut her off.
Did you hit?
Nah, hell no.
Boy.
Lies. Just kidding.
Your lies, right.
He hella did.
Yeah, I was 17. She was 13. So from that point on, when I found out, I just you know what? Tell her to lose my number. I'm done.
Wow. No, but my thing is with the age isn't anything but a number. Like I said, through my own experiences, I was dating a 32-year-old who was not very experienced, I guess, sexually, to the point where I was kind of like, man, I'm tired of teaching. You're an older dude, so I feel like you kind of, I don't want to have to baby you and teach you. I'm kind of over that. You know what I mean? He was older than me, but mentally, because he wasn't experienced in a lot of things.
But do you think the young girl that dates the older man wants to be taught, wants to be instructed by the older man?
As far as females or males?
Yeah, as far as females.
I think I did.
You do what?
I think in other words, when I was younger and coming out of college and, was sort of scared and what am I, I'm coming out of college. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. I was writing a book with my mom, but that was really all I was confused about what I wanted to do. I kind of wanted someone who would train me and teach me. And I think I've always sort of dated older and more seasoned men because they tend to be more experienced and they can show you things about the way the world works. I think that you can download a lot of very powerful wisdom from older people. And so I think there's a little bit of that, of wanting to be trained for me. Because to me, life for me has always been about getting big shit done in the world, right? So if I'm going to get big shit done in the world, then I have to have people around me that know how to get big shit done. So I've always sort of related to that.
So do you think, and maybe the sisters in here could speak to this too, do you think women like to look up to men in a learning capacity, if he has something real valuable to teach? Do you think that's a natural kind of position for them?
Yeah, I do. But I definitely do agree with that, but in my experiences, I have been the one to be the teacher. And I see. I've been the one who's been the teacher. Even my ex-husband, when he called, he said Whit was on some shit that I wasn't even on. He was older than me. He was 4 years older than me. And I was putting him on. I even went to a psychic and she told me straight up. She literally told me, none of the men that you're with are meant for you, but every man that has been with you is now a better man because of you. Had a psychic tell me that shit.
For me, I need to know. Younger men for me don't usually know what works for them. I know what works for me in a work environment, in a relationship environment, in a friendship environment. I know what works for me. I need somebody that has already gone through those levels and they could say, hey, I don't like this shit. Or, hey, I love this shit. Do more of it. So I think that's what it is with me and younger guys.
Well, you know what? There's females on the phone to corroborate or disagree with what you guys are talking about. Talking about the age ain't nothing but a number. This is going to be crazy. Seattle is in the building. Line 3, Daniela.
206, what up?
Hello.
You.
Man, this
what
is
up?
like talks on everything. I've literally experienced a little bit of everything because I know people personally that are in their 40s and they've dated younger guys and guys that are my friends. And I see the little boys like coasting like, yes, mom's right there. She's going to take care of me every way, shape, and form. But for me, I could never date somebody younger because of the experience factor. It's one of those things where and this is me being a single mother. I have a kid, so I take care of him 24/7. I'm not gonna. I don't want to take care of some other little kid, you know.
Wow.
I agree with that.
That's good.
So maybe, because you're bringing up a great point. So maybe to date a kid, well, to date a younger guy while you, say, are a mother, to say, I don't want to, I have a kid, I don't want to raise another kid. Would that also say that the dude you're dating is immature? What if he was young but wise, where you wouldn't see him as maybe another kid? You see him as a man. Then how would you enter? She said, I'm waiting.
Yeah, man. It's hard out
I'll
here.
say if I come across that, I'll say what's up. You know, at the end of the day, can you? Someone already touched on it. Can you meet me at that same level that I'm already at? What are you bringing to the table? Like I've dated people who are well off and that are older than me, and I've dated people who are barely getting by that are older than me. At the end of the day, as long as you can bring your own bread to the table and we can have dinner together, that's all I care about. I don't care if you could pay all of my bills. You're not going to pay any of them because I'm going to pay my bills. But what matters is that if for some reason I was about to fall off the wagon, you could pick me up and vice versa.
That's good shit. Thank you for the call. You brought Seattle into the building.
Yes.
Can we just say people date older and younger, both genders, for resources? The younger girl dates the older man because he's settled. He's accomplished. He can teach her things. He could show her how to do it. What's the girl who marries all millionaires and has children by them? Kimora.
Oh yeah.
Kimora Lee.
Yeah, she
married, right? She married Russell. Ballin'. Had some kids.
2 of them. She's
learned the game. Got taught the baby fat fashion game. Learned it from him. Got TV shows from him. Bounced from him. Then married. Give us free. Right?
Yeah.
Had a baby by Give Us Free. I don't know his name.
I don't either.
I'm a star.
Digimon Hansu, right?
Damn.
Married him. Now married a billionaire. So don't women just, if we're looking at it that way, and vice versa for men too.
She's going for the trillionaire next. Like, I don't know. Where are you going from?
Because you heard the dude from Bronx call in and say the older woman he dated taught him some shit he'll never forget, and he shouted her out in love. I love you, babe.
I love you, girl.
I love you.
I love her too. Teaching these niggas what's up. I feel like she's doing all of us women a favor.
Oh my God.
Teaching these young niggas what the hell's going on. That's
a good
respect.
point.
Like real. My thing is with the resources thing. Like just because you have money doesn't mean you're not lame. I know a lot of people who have lots of money and they're lame as fuck. Let me just go there. Real lame. So the money thing it's corny. Like mentally connect with somebody. It don't matter if they're 18, hey, or 75. Like who cares? What's the Playboy chick who married the old nigga and died?
Oh yeah, Anna Nicole. Yeah.
I mean,
she died. She
R.I.P.
married
to her.
Yeah, she married a 100-year-old.
That's great.
I'm just fucking around. Veronica, I know you're trying to get in here. Say it, Veronica.
There's something that's funny because I was talking to somebody about this last night, and my girl, built an amazing business, catering business, $1 million a year, was really balling out of control, bought a building, sold it, left and was able to cash out, and she ended up hooking up with this 24-year-old dude, and Like, she was cool with that. She was in love. She was ready to, just enjoy him and whatever. She set him up real sweet in like a penthouse, and then he ended up trying to drain her of her life savings. So one of the things that I think is really important to understand, and I was talking about this last night, is the notion of what I'm going to call an achievement gap. In other words, sometimes you can go for younger because you just want to show them some things and you want to share life with them. But sometimes it's not as fulfilling because because there's something about when a person is aspirational and they are going for something. There's a certain level of experience and texture that they have from having really tried and won and tried and lost, and this is how you get beat up trying to do stuff. And if somebody has not aspired, right, there's a little bit of a gap there. And in this case, this dude, because he hadn't aspired to anything much, he felt entitled to what she had built, right? So I think that there's something to that, like this gap around what you're willing to put your butt on the mat to go for in life. And that can have to do with age, but it really has to do with aspiration. I think there has to be some positivity around that too.
That's interesting. Somebody on Twitter, Brian D. Williams, just said Jill Scott is an aunt I'd like to fuck, not a MILF.
Wow. Jill Scott is sexy though.
An elf.
An elf.
An elf, right? An aunt I'd like to fuck. This is crazy. I mean,
I have a question for our callers.
But
who is your top 5 cougar or silver foxes and 6th man?
6th man.
Well, you know what? During the break, Ashonti said old ass Sean Connery.
Sean Connery and Idris would be my top 2.
Sean Connery. Is it the
He's kind of
accent?
sexy.
It's the accent.
I think it's like the gray hair and the nice lips.
Old dudes. I have no old dudes in my spank bank, so it's really hard for me. I really don't.
Spank bank.
In your what?
Spank bank.
Expound, please.
Spank bank is like mental images that you take of like Instagram models or Idris Elba in the shower that you can revert back to in your mind, like, yeah, that shit. Idris, I'll drink your bathwater, boo. Like, yeah, spank bank. It's just like mental little snapshots,
Wow.
Zoe probably got a crack in spank bang.
Right.
You don't even know it.
I do, actually, now that you've defined
Yeah,
it.
see? Now he's like,
I surely do.
Somebody tweet me some fine old niggas at Miss Taber. Tweet me. I want to, because I'm literally having a tough time. Idris Elba, yes.
Love him.
I want to go, while you guys are doing that, I want to go to line 4 and get Anita on, and now you guys can tell them your spank bank, I guess.
I mean,
Anita, line 4, you're on. Speak to us.
Hey.
Hey.
Saber.
What's up?
Well, as far as my spank goes, it's kind of a long list. I love Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, so if I could be their cougar cub child, that would be an awesome
Cougar cub child.
I love the cougar cub child.
That'd be amazing.
Good stuff.
I was just saying, my personal cougar story, I don't know, I know when I have been, I guess, cougared on, I don't know. Let me restart this. I feel like I'm a secret cougar. I have little cougar projects to people that I probably never want to commit to, but it's just something fun that I know is not to last because they're
a
younger.
cougar project? Come on. What's going on?
Is it called the Prowl?
Little cougar project?
And you're probably a
It's
wildcat.
like a little cougar project.
Say more.
Like, say you see somebody and they're younger, but they have a lot of aspiration, and you know that you could probably mold them into a better human being. And then when you're done with them, you just set them free and let them go into the world. But you have a lot of fun in the meantime.
And how old are they versus your age currently?
I don't know, about 9 years younger.
Wow. You're out here molding the future, literally.
Yeah. I think more people should do that. Like, if you're a single established woman and you are fully confident in yourself, and you just are just out here kicking it like the rest of them, like, why can't you mold somebody into a better human being for the next guy?
That's what I was saying. Even if I don't want to be with you, I'm helping the community out by teaching this young nigga, because whoever he falls in love with later, he's going to be remember like, yeah, Whit taught me that one shit.
You know what's interesting?
Right.
That's interesting. There are men would never think that women are out there that are interested in that role. We all think that was big. That was big, right? We all thought women only want men that they can have, that they can control, that they can use. For Anita to say, there are women out there who are willing to cultivate and raise a man and then let him go. That's interesting.
Not necessarily men, but I'm just saying.
Boys. Okay, this is a pedophile show.
No.
This is Mambla.
No, I think she's referring. No, she's referring to women. I think she's talking about girls.
She's talking about girls. Okay, this shit done really hit the sharp.
You're talking about cougaring on females. What's that? What's cougar on cougar, or like cougar on baby cub?
Really?
Cougar on kitten prowling.
There's a term for it quite yet.
That's a term. The cougar to kitten ratio. She wants pussy.
What?
That's what she just said.
Every time she calls, she fucking blows my mind with her story. I remember the first time she called, I didn't know she was talking about her wife, girlfriend. I don't know.
Wife.
Yeah, I'm confused. But she's called in again and created a new subculture of cougars preying on little kitten girls.
There it is.
Don't say little girls, because then it sounds really
That's what it is, ain't it?
Definitely not. They're definitely old enough to buy me a drink. But
Look, mine ain't. I don't even care.
I'm definitely not trying to settle down with no fresh 21-year-old. You're nothing that I could probably use, but you're fun in bed. So let's have fun. And then when I'm done with you, you'll probably be better off for the next person. Totally fine.
That's crazy.
So who's your top cougar then? Or since you're girl on girl, who would be the finest one? Did you already answer that or no? Your ultimate.
I'm a huge Angelina Jolie fan. I love Charlize Theron.
The youngest. Okay, now who's the youngest? Is it Zendaya? What is it? Is
Definitely
it Zendaya?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
A
Yes,
word?
love her.
Look, mind reading. Nice.
This sounds like this show has turned pedophilic.
Hey.
It turned into some pedophile. I would mold and cultivate and raise this young one to, like, really? This is crazy, man.
Guys don't think like that ever. Like, oh, there's this young upcoming person. Come on, R. Kelly did it.
Girl, wait a minute. I thought you was talking about raising a young man.
Dame Dash should have shook R. Kelly's hand, man.
You know, that's what I was thinking. Like, you would raise a young man, get him a little taste, hump on him a little bit. You talking about a taco tasting farm.
Hey, whatever. That's my thing too, is preferences.
Tacos are my favorite food.
Tacos are her favorite. She probably really loves pink tacos. I'm just gonna put that out there. But no, like for preferences, like I don't think that we should bag on anybody whether you want to fuck young girls or you want to fuck old girls. Even if you like, even ageism, is that the word? Like, I don't think that we should sit here and look down on Ashonti because she wants shriveled balls and I want some young balls. Like, it's not, you know what I'm saying?
That's my preference.
Like, preferences are preferences.
Yeah.
And obviously, a lot of people think this way if we have websites like bagyourselfacougar.com or oldassnigga.com. I made it up, but I'm going to make it. It's probably real. Oldnigga.com. I'm signing in right now. What are you talking about?
Oh, my God.
Don't knock the old balls.
Like, I'm not fucking with them all.
Shriveled balls. This shit has gone bad, man.
Yes.
The milk's gone bad. Thank you for the call, Anita.
Thanks,
All the
Anita.
way from Honolulu.
Aloha.
Aloha, yes. Line 3, we're going to Hustle, Miami. Speak on it, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Hey, so what's up, people?
What up, man?
So I'm listening to y'all go back and forth, and we talking all these profound concepts like coaching and wanting to raise another partner and all this other stuff, but I think it all comes down to just physical attraction at the beginning, man. I mean,
word.
Let's You know what I mean? At the
Man,
end of
you
the
bring
day,
up a
older
great
women, they
point.
look at a young dude and they're like, oh, look at that young buck over there, you know. I could get something off of that. In the same way Ashonti was saying, she kind of looks at some of the older, grizzled men like they have a handsome look. I mean, I think that's where it all starts. But
I love that.
and though you touched on it perfectly, in my opinion, maturity levels is what it matters. It's not the age necessarily, it's the maturity level. And I feel like any healthy relationship involves two mature people. If there ain't no maturity, it ain't going to work.
No, I agree.
That's the bottom line.
I agree, man. Hustle from Miami. This is crazy, man, because the way I'm looking at this whole conversation, in order to have the kind of relationship you want to have with somebody, you got to be on the same page. And when you talk about this, oh God, it's like a spring and winter relationship. Like, say you dating an old man, he's in the December, the winter of his life, and he's dating a young woman. She's in the spring. What they call it, a May-December relationship. Somebody is in their winter, and then somebody else is in their spring. So when you have that kind of relationship, it would be really disastrous if the spring person, and usually it is the spring person, that has the concept like, we're going to be together forever and I'm going to love you forever. And then, you know, December dies. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like if you're going to be in that relationship, you should automatically prepare yourself to be a caregiver. Like, girl, I got a few good years left. And then afterwards, it's wheelchairs and colostomy bags, and you're going to have to maintain all. Like, who wants to? That's real, though.
That's one of the main reasons why I said I wasn't with it, because I want a partner that, man, can we die together around like 86? Can we just plan that out? Because I'm not trying to roll the rest of the 20 years. I'm still kicking by myself.
See, but my grandpa looks like my dad. So in a lot of ways, 60 is like the new 45. So it's not like a 60-year-old is like droopy and nasty and whoom. Well, I wouldn't date a 60-year-old, but 40 is not old. You're talking about 45, like niggas got shriveled up balls and shit. Like, come on, dog.
Well, I mean, Woody Allen dated his stepdaughter. Married his stepdaughter.
I'm gonna throw up.
That's a little much.
That one right there. Then the homie. I hate to bring up the homie, but I got to bring up Morgan Freeman.
Ew.
No.
He's
That
gross.
broke my heart.
Yeah.
That broke my heart.
I didn't hear about that.
Morgan Freeman.
He's like my grandpa in my
Broke
head.
my heart.
I'm just saying, like, what does that relationship? We know it's attraction. I know for me, I can see the leather on an older woman. Like, I could see the leathering of her face. I mean, ooh, it's only a few more uses in that tea bag, and then we got to throw it away. No, for me, I wouldn't be attracted to that. You know. Now, I've seen J-Lo. J-Lo is kicking the leather's ass, right? She's looking very good. She's looking very young. So my question to you is, do you think older women are now, especially the cougars, you think they're now turning to plastic surgery to turn back the clock?
Yes.
Of
What are you
course,
talking
especially if
about?
they live here.
They're all, that's Vivica A. Fox. Her face is getting all kinds of fucked up.
And Vivica
Plastic
was bad. God damn, she was fine.
cool. Like, if she would have just let it ride, she would have been good.
Plastic is
Man, she
common
looks
now.
fucked up. No, I don't give a fuck. You
Plastic
still
is
look
common.
fucked up. She looks
I mean, I know girls that have plastic parties. Like, getting work done is like nothing in 2015.
Plastic parties.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
cool.
you know.
Nigga,
Had a homegirl that has sweaty palms, so she got like
Botox?
injections in
Yeah.
her palms. Yeah, like
I'm not
everybody's
doing
doing
that.
that shit.
I think that Hollywood is so hard on women. I think that LA as a town is so hard on women because it's all about tits and ass and surgery and nothing that's real. And so women keep going to all of these lengths to maintain this beauty standard, and it's just it's kind of insane. Like, Nichama talks about how women, when they get all this plastic surgery on their breasts and stuff and all these boob implants and all this stuff, what it fundamentally does is it interferes with the way the energy runs to her heart chakra, which is actually her source of power and femininity. Right? The heart chakra is the woman's center of love and femininity, and when you start going in and meddling in that whole arena, then you're replacing this real femininity with false femininity. And so I think that it's brutal on women. That whole fake culture is just, and the fact that they export that around the world as an ideal for women just shows you how insane that shit. It's insane.
But let me ask this. Let me ask the entire panel this. A lot of MILFs, I don't want to say MILF, I want to say cougar, they experience true sexual freedom as a cougar. Whereas when they were younger, they were trying to fit, you know how women are. We talk about this in a whole bunch of episodes where women really suppress their sexuality even when they're married because they know their husband or whoever might judge them. Like, like a woman can't introduce a new sex trick to her husband. Because the first thing he gonna say is what?
Who taught you this?
Exactly.
Who the fuck taught you this, girl?
We've been together for years.
You ain't never flipped it up and done that, huh?
Do you see what I'm saying?
Which is sad. So
I feel like there's sexual suppression in those types of relationships, but I feel like when they're older, they're in a position of power in these relationships. I was just watching this whole video, and it was a cougar camp. It was like a cougar boot camp.
I need to go.
And the old lady was like, yeah, if you ever have plastic surgery, don't ever tell the young dude that you had work. Don't ever reveal that. Then she was like, remember, you got to maintain a position of power in this relationship. I think the reason why the cougar is cracking the way she is because she gets to experience a new level of power that she didn't get to experience in the traditional relationship. What do y'all think of that?
I call that technique the fuck it technique, where you don't give a fuck about anything what anybody says. What you do, you just do what you do. Cougars are the realest bitches out here. I'm just gonna be 1,000. These old bitches are the truth because they don't give a fuck. They don't care what society thinks. They don't care what these dumb young niggas think. Like, cause guess what, dumb young nigga, I got money and I'll go buy a new one. That's what old bitches are doing.
My mom is a cougar.
Yeah?
Yeah. Really? She married, she was 48 and she married a 27-year-old.
Oh, how do you feel?
Weird. Right.
Is he
a little violated?
Is he creeping on you? I feel like he probably looking at you too.
Of course.
Oh yeah. If he's a real 27-year-old dude,
I think it's sick when you go that young.
She married him.
Yeah, I think that's wrong.
Why?
Because you have kids that age.
I feel like you're
fucking on a young ass dude like that.
See,
it's weird.
My thing is, your mom deserves to be happy. Whether you're not gonna be kicking it with her ass the whole damn time, so let her do her thing.
Yeah, but when they met, he's still living at home with his mom. Well, how do you feel?
I mean, I would feel a little weird, but good for him.
I guess.
And good for your fucking mom. Be glad that your mom is bad enough to pull a 27-year-old man.
Kudos to her.
That means you're gonna look good.
Good job,
girl.
Mom.
You're gonna look good, girl.
Cougar it out.
Veronica?
I think that it's about time that we change, get over this stereotype that we have about older women. Meaning, I think that in the era when women were dependent on men and they're also weren't in charge of their fertility and they had less freedom, right? Then it's that was sort of a different era. But women sort of have more control over their own biology and their own resources. And so I think that the notion of women is becoming very dated just because they're older. It's lame and it's dumb because women get more sexual, they get more sexually vibrant, they get more sexually liberated, and they have more wisdom as they get older. And so that whole notion that you can only like the young pussy is what's viable in our culture because that's what gets perpetuated in Hollywood because it perpetuates a $1 trillion beauty complex. I think we've got to rethink how we think about mature women because they have a lot to offer.
Is there a discernible difference between young Yoni and old Yoni?
I wouldn't know.
Veronica?
No. Because here's what I will say. I will say that...
Which is better?
women that are interacting with men that are capable of feeding them with a tremendous amount of energy. I think vaginal quality really has to do with the quality of energy that you're interacting with. So if you've got rape trauma and wound trauma, right, because you've been interacted with unconscious men or violently in some way, then that gets stored up as that gets calcified in the body. It doesn't matter how many or how old you are. What matters is the quality of the interaction. So you can have, young women that have been traumatized where the yoni is not so great because it's traumatized, and you can have older yoni that is been interacted with correctly that is quite vibrant, loving, and healthy. It's the quality of the interaction and the masculine energy that she's receiving that actually creates that.
Wow. So you mean old or young bitter women have old and young bitter yoni?
It's possible. Yeah.
Listen,
That's interesting, actually.
we're about to take a quick break, and when we come back, man, we gonna wrap it up. This shit is crazy. Hey, this is Zoe Williams, and you're listening to the Voice of Reason on Hot Button Radio. Yeah, that's a great cougar record. Hey 19, Steely Dan. Yeah, great record, man. We hear that record all the time at the family barbecue. Didn't know what it's about. Woo! Wait, we're back in the building. What I want to do is get everybody's summation of the show. No. I want Steely Dan, man. Oh, thank you. Because we got time. Great music. Come on, man. Veronica, I want to know, should this age disparity matter? Can you talk to me about why it shouldn't matter and why it does matter? Wrap it up for us.
I don't think the age matters. I think that the being matters. In other words, we have people come here that are very old, wise souls and come here knowing things. And so I don't think that age really matters. I think that, if you find somebody or multiple people that happen to really resonate with you and vibrate with you, I think it's all good. I don't think it really matters. I mean, I've tended to sort of stay within a certain range, not on purpose, like maybe 12 years younger or older, give or take, plus or 5, right? But I think it's like, are they committed to you? Are they about you? Are you aligned in terms of your vision? I think that's the most important thing. Otherwise, it's just have fun.
Great point. Ashonti.
Man, live and let live. Know what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And I guess let everything else figure itself out.
Yeah, that's a good point. Regardless of the age, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Whitney.
Man, it's all about good vibes. But I'm not going to say go fuck some 16-year-olds. Don't do that. Probably not a good idea, if you want them to stay out of jail. But realistically, like, sexual attraction and mental connection, looked for that more so than monetary gain and controlling with the power struggle situation. Like, because guarantee you off top from personal experience, if you look for those, you're going to have way better connection and way better sex if you focus more so on like the heart and the love and the connection.
What was the connection between, do you guys remember that white lady and the Filipino kid that was like in the 6th grade?
From Seattle, bro.
I don't remember that.
You remember that?
Yes.
Them motherfuckers are still together.
They're still together, super married. They got like 6 kids.
What was the age difference?
What's her name?
She
was
was
his
like,
teacher. He was in 6th grade.
He was like in the 6th grade or
he was
something.
fine though.
That's deep. 6th grade, dog?
Girl, he was fine. And he didn't look like a 6-year-old, 16. How old are you in 6th grade?
6th grade.
12?
You're like 12 years
She
old.
was like 20 something.
Are we getting it incorrect? Are we getting the age
No.
wrong?
That's inappropriate.
She had want to say he
First of all, she can go to jail.
She did. And he was
Go to jail.
she went to prison and he rode for her the whole time she was in prison. He took care of their kids, man. Married that nigga. She married that fool, bro. They're still happily married.
That's the movie That's My Boy with Adam Sandler.
Oh, wow. They made a movie off of it.
What's her name? Lorena Bobbitt want to cut her dude's dick off.
Right.
Ooh, that's not that.
Very weird. It's Mary
It's Mary Lou who?
Okay, well, guys, don't do that.
Mary Lou who? Laterno?
Laterno, yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Mary Kay Laterno.
What kind of fucking relation? What kind of connection? What kind of past life shit was going on with that?
But see,
Or was it just a horny white teacher?
Man, he's fine though.
She said that they were twin flames. That's what she said at one point.
And I mean, they're still going. He stayed and waited for her while she's in prison.
That's crazy.
He's writing letters.
That's crazy.
He took care of their babies
That's wild.
while she's in prison.
Wow. That was crazy.
Marry that nigga. I'm married. If anybody wants to hold me down like that, call me, man.
That nigga is still eating Dunkaroos.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
You
Chris.
have a little list.
Oh, I got
Yeah, this is my top 5 cougars.
You have a list too?
I got my list.
Real quick. I got Tyra Banks, Trina, Rosie Perez, our own Darlene Ortiz.
Oh, Darlene.
Oh.
I had to go to the porn side of the game with Vanessa Del Rio. And
You would fuck old ass troll looking Vanessa Del Rio.
I don't even know.
Got them titties, boy.
She looked like a troll under the bridge waiting to hijack little kids.
Wow.
Anyway, and
the fuck?
And I'm gonna go with Nia Long. That's my
Ooh,
sixth
that's a good one.
And
Nia
this is
Long.
your MILF pack or your cougar pack?
I think
both.
I think they kind of blend together.
Wow.
Yeah, they blend together.
Nia Long is definitely.
Yeah, that's a great one.
She calls
I
herself
love how
a
she
mocha mom.
walks.
Whitney, you had a list?
I finally found some old niggas that I would be cool with, maybe hollering at.
Some old niggas.
Yo, man, Mark Wahlberg. Okay.
Not for me.
I
but
don't.
yeah.
I don't discriminate. So Common.
Ooh, that's a good one.
What? I feel like mentally me and Common would just fuck for days. Morris Chestnut.
That's a great one.
Morris
Ooh,
Chestnut.
Morris Chestnut. He's so sexy.
Paul Rudd. You guys might not know that. He's funny.
He's hot.
So personality wise, I like Robert Downey Jr. That's like
don't
my
like that
bad
nigga.
boy. We might get fuck up and just get crazy. And Laz Alonso. He's in like a lot of Tyler Perry
It's not
movies. I think. I
bad.
don't know.
Hey.
There's a few old niggas I mean,
That's fucking hilarious. Whitney is crazy.
I'm just being real. Let me come out.
Ashanti, do you have a list?
I'm still rocking with my George Clooney and Idris. Like 2 is enough for me.
Oh, 2.
Yeah, 2 is enough for me.
2 will
man.
do it.
Great stuff. Look, we only got 3 minutes to get out of here. Promote everything that you got going really quickly. Everybody gets 30 seconds. Let's do it. Ashanti?
Instagram and Twitter, Ashanti Ford Live. Keep subscribing to my YouTube's Girl on Fire production. That AshantiFordLive.com. Coming soon.
There we go. Whitney?
Yo, Instagram, Twitter, at Miss Taber. MissTaber.com is still popping. Yo, my birthday's coming up, so you already know if y'all want to get your girl a gift, my list will be on the website. And I'm out. That's it.
Selma Hayek.
That's a good one.
Fuck, I can't forget that. Jesus.
good.
Veronica Conway, where can they connect with you really quickly?
Real quick, we're doing Bill and I are going to host a little teleconference, Leave Your Limits. It's all about reprogramming trauma out of your trauma and wounding. We're going to actually do a teleconference for that this Thursday. So go to tinyurl.com/leave your limits. tinyurl.com/leave your limits to register for that teleconference call that we're going to host this Thursday.
Wow. People on Twitter, they act fast. They just linked us up with the kid that
It's
married.
a big ass 6th grader.
I'm
That
saying
married
he
the
was
teacher.
a real ass man, but he looks fucked up now. She looks better than him, and she's 20 years older than that
So
nigga.
listen, only got 60 seconds. Go to iamzowilliams.com and order your copy of the Relationship Dismount, or go to amazon.com and purchase the Kindle version. Please continue to support the work, and if you buy it today, I'll package it tonight and mail it out tomorrow. So if you want it tomorrow, or if you want it mailed tomorrow, order it right now. iamzowilliams.com, the Relationship Dismount, how to stick the landing when exiting a toxic relationship. Listen, fun show. We'll be back Wednesday. I'll holler at y'all then. Deuces.